Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's another edition of Same Cast Different Day podcast. I am not in the studio because I didn't feel like being in the studio. I am here in my bedroom. But how is everybody doing? Welcome to the show. So, it's a few things that we got to talk about on this episode. So, I'm gonna get things started. Actually, first, don't forget to head over to cafepress.com slash same cast different day podcast and get all your podcast merch, t-shirts, mugs, baby clothes, cups, whatever you name it, is there at cafepress.com slash same cast different day podcast. So thank you all for tuning in. So to kick things off here in Wisconsin, it is election day. It's not a primary election. It's basically who's going to run up against who come this November. And today, one of the things that I had heard from somebody say is that they don't believe in voting. And I'm like, how don't you believe in voting? They say voting is rigged, and my vote really don't count. It doesn't matter, and it does matter. And here are some reasons why I believe that voting matters. One of the main reasons is that it's just a right to vote, and as so many of our ancestors has died for us to have this freedom and this right to be able to vote and have the some of the privileges, because we don't got all the privileges, but some of the privileges that other cultures have had over the years. And so like it was this TikTok video I played um a few weeks ago on the podcast, and I'm going to replay that video for you to make my point.
LGBT community gets a right. They're not taking a right from you. They're saying we just want some of the rights that you have. Blacks saying we want some of the rights you have. Women says we want some of the rights you have. We're not taking any of your rights away. We just want some of those rights that you've been given because you've been a white male. The one man that's never really had to fight for anything. A white man in America has never had an amendment that says you can't go here or you can't do that. So we got to pass this legislation so you can. Every other minority have had to have amendments and legislation in place so they could get certain things that the white man has been afforded for 400 years.
That is
So, what my point being said with that is, it's just the fact that just imagine, there are some people who are running for office, getting voted into office, who still believe in things how were back then, back when segregation, all these things existed. There's so many different things that can happen. So not going to vote can put these people in power. And like I said, the amendments that give us the right to not have to go through the back door when we're going into like a public place, an amendment that says, hey, you can't use this water fountain because you're black. An amendment that says, you can't go to the school because you're black. They can take it away. There's so much that can be taken away with certain people being already saw them take away the right to abortion. They're trying to take away gay marriage. They're going through the things that, to the point where we're going to be living like we're back in segregation again. And they're going to take away the women's rights to vote. It's going to be so much stuff that's going to be happening with certain people being voted into office. And here in Wisconsin, personally, I'm not a fan of Rebecca Clayfish. I believe she was like the lieutenant governor when what's his name? Scott Walker was in office here, and it was horrible. It was just a horrible time period to live in Wisconsin under Scott Walker and Rebecca Clayfish. And the fact that she's running for governor is just a tad bit ridiculous. It's so much that it's so much that goes into it. So please just make sure, if you haven't voted today while this podcast is going, please make sure you go and exercise your right to vote, because there is so much that depends on this. And then I heard one of the people who says, like, once all the the elderly people are gone now, people are considered elderly now. Once all of them are gone, and they hate to see what the world is going to become for African Americans. I should say African Americans, minorities in general, because they don't want to go vote, and they feel like, oh, my vote doesn't matter. I don't believe in voting. Please just go out. Please go out and vote, because your vote does matter and your vote does count. So something funny. I'm gonna get to that later. Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson gave birth, welcomed in the baby boy via surrogate. I didn't even know these two were together. I didn't know they were still having a relationship together. I didn't know that they had this whole family thing going on with all the drama that's going on, him cheating and all this other bull crap, so much stuff that was out in the public. I didn't know what was going on, but congratulations to them two. Um, Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson have officially had split. Um, Hopefully that Pete can keep his career after this because there's the history of them Kardashian women. You know, they break up with people, them people careers are over and they kind of don't exist or they're not as famous as they was after they got through dealing with the Kardashians. It was also reported by Source Magazine that Pete Davidson is in trauma therapy due to Kanye West social media attacks that was going on. So I mean, you know how much stuff goes on social media, and he just whatever. Hopefully, everything is well with you, Pete Davidson. Hopefully, you get your therapy, whatever you need. You probably gonna need a lot of therapy after get dealing with Kim Kardashian. For the Milwaukee residents, there is a phone scam going on. The police, there's a police scam going on. Well, phone scam. Um, they're basically calling people saying that they identify themselves as police officers. Um, they identify themselves as officers of the law and claim that you miss jury duty or a court summons, and you run at risk of being arrested if you don't pay a certain amount of money, unless you pay a certain amount of money. Um, I've never heard anybody being this isn't it. I don't even know how people are dumb enough to fall for this. I don't know if anybody fell for this scam, I should say, but if you are dumb enough to fall for this scam, you're stupid. Okay, you are just pure stupid because at common sense to tell you, you know, if you have a court if you're summoned to court and you refuse to go, they will just come and arrest you. They're not going to ask you for the money or anything like that. They're not going to ask you to pay anything over the phone. They're just going to come to your house and arrest you. Same for jury duty. I don't know if anybody ever been arrested for jury duty. I have no idea. But if you fall for a phone scam that's saying because you missed jury duty or you missed a court summons and you need to pay some money for you to be arrested, you are a damn fool. Is what I'm gonna say about that. So before I get into the rest of the show, there's this thing that happened. And for those of you who are watching live, I need y'all thoughts on this next thing. So apparently, there was a staff member at the place that I work at. There was a staff member who went to the supervisor and asked the supervisor, "Do snitches get promotions?" And I don't know how dumb you are to actually ask. If you're watching the podcast on my private Facebook page, by the way, I can't see your comments. You gotta go over to the podcast Facebook page and watch that stream for me to see the comments. But I don't know what was going on in that person's head to make them think like, oh yeah, that sound that if I makes me wonder if he was gonna start snitching to get a promotion. First of all, so I mean now that means you can't be trusted. Second of all, why are you that dumb to even go to the office and ask that question? If you went to the office where the director, the assistant director person, the operations manager, all these different people are in the office, and you go in there and ask this dumb ass question, like I really want to know how dumb people are. I mean, I heard of dumb, but that is just pure dumb. So let me know your thoughts on that one. Rapper Fetty Wap was arrested Monday. He threatened to kill someone and showed a gun on a what they call that FaceTime. He was this happened last year. He pled guilty. He pled not guilty, and he was released on $500,000 bond. I don't understand. Y'all need to stay off that FaceTime doing stuff. Snapchat is rolling out an option to let parents see their kids who their kids are messaging. Do y'all think that y'all for parents? Do y'all think y'all should have an app where y'all can go and you click on the app or there's a feature in the app where you can go see who your kids is messaging from? I don't know if it's on the parents' phone. I believe it's from the parents' phone. But do y'all want that much access, or do some of y'all like I trust my kid? My kid ain't doing nothing. I don't need to be all in these messages. So that's the problem, y'all. Damn, y'all need to be in these kids' messages to be nosy. That's why these kids be out here pregnant at 10, 11 years old because y'all don't be nosy in all of them kids' business. And some of these kids need an ass whooping. 23-time Grand Slam champion will retire. Serena Williams is retiring. Well, she said she doesn't like the word retiring, but she's retiring. So good luck, Serena, and all the things that you have after retirement. Hopefully you have a happy retirement. And thank you for your services, and thank you for what's the word I'm trying to think of, bringing awareness and letting black women know, black kids know that it's okay to be a tennis player and all these other kind of things. So thank you so much for what you did, Serena Williams, and your sister also. Uh, she's retiring at the U.S. Open, by the way. Donald Trump house is raided in search of documents, classified documents that they are claiming that he took from the White House. I don't know how. What's the term? I don't know how truth that is. The fact that it took them this long, like what we're 2 years into Biden's presidency, and it's taking them this long to go raid. I wonder what documents that he took, because I heard that he had shredded some documents, flooded the toilets in the White House, all kind of stuff. So I really want to know what Donald Trump did. So y'all, if y'all know what y'all, let me know what y'all think what Donald Trump did. We'll put up. If I remember, I'm trying to remember, put a post on Facebook and let you guys comment. Let me know what you guys think that Donald Trump did in the White House before he left. And also, what documents do you think that Donald Trump took from the White House? Because I really want to know that also. So there is a case going on, I believe, in the Supreme Court in Texas. And this is a case about preventive care. So preventive care, such as birth control, anti-HIV medicine, is challenged in court, which is a law. It is a law that says that insurance plans have to provide preventative care. And so basically these people are going to court and challenging it. If the judge rules in favor of access to free birth control, cancer screenings, vaccines, PrEP, HIV pre-exposure, counseling for alcohol misuse, diet counseling for people at higher risk of chronic diseases, and many or more preventative services will be in jeopardy. It will be in jeopardy. The people are suing because they are saying that these preventative care, which is a law that insurance has to provide these preventative care, is against their religion. Here's their religious belief. And here's the thing. If you guys don't believe in like stuff to protect you from HIV and cancer screenings and birth control and all this other kind of stuff, well, y'all could just decline. Nobody's forcing you to get on birth control. Nobody's forcing you to take PrEP against HIV. Nobody's forcing you to go to counseling for dieting. Nobody's forcing you to, to get these things. So to sue for this, and then if this go through, millions of people will lose access to birth control and all these other preventive care for even cancer and things like this. If you don't want these preventative cares, all you have to do is just say, no, I don't want it, and go about your business. To actually go to court and sue, and to sue because you didn't want preventative care. I mean, because at the end of the day, when you go to a hospital, ER, whatever, you get admitted to a hospital, you can refuse anything that you want to. They cannot force you to take any kind of drugs that you don't want to. They can't force you to do anything. So why are you suing? It's what I don't understand. What is the point of you going in and suing over preventative care? And there are a lot of people who depend on their insurance for these things, and you're that selfish enough to take that away from them? Are you serious? Like, you people seriously need help. Monkeypox. I know this has been a thing for the last 3 videos, and this is something that's really starting to irritate me a bit, because a lot of people there are people saying that monkeypox is it's a gay disease because a lot of gay and bisexual men has contracted monkeypox. And the thing is, monkeypox does not discriminate. If you're straight, you can get monkeypox. I mean, if you're white, black, whatever, you can get monkeypox. The only reason why is there is a high level that is reported of a high level of gay and bisexual men having monkeypox is because they go to the doctor. They go to the doctor to get regular checkups. They go to the doctor to make sure their bodies are okay. They go to the doctor to make sure they're healthy. Just because they go to the doctor to do a normal checkup, and because they're smart enough and care enough about going to the doctor and getting normal checkups, why does it matter to you? Okay. I mean, that's why it's so many reported, because the straight men and women who, and the thing about, I don't think they're referring to it as women. They're just saying it's a gay, like a gay man is walking around carrying monkeypox and giving it to people, which is not true. But just because you street men don't go to the doctor and take care of yourselves and get checkups and make sure your body is all right and all these kind of things, that's why it's not a lot of it being reported among straight men, because y'all don't go to the doctor to take care of yourselves. Unlike the LGBTQ plus community, who do go to the doctor and take care of themselves. Not all of them has HIV or AIDS or whatever y'all want to call it or label them as. Not all of them have it. Some of them just like to make sure that their body is working correctly. Okay, so let's get that straight. Monkeypox is not a fucking gay disease. Do you understand? Now, as we get ready to get into close of the show, there is every episode I'm gonna find my whatever TikTok video that I have found of the week. That's to me my favorite TikTok video of the week. So I'm gonna play that for you right now.
Now y'all know Walmart is my second favorite place to be inside of. Y'all know what number one is. Don't be nasty. Told about my house. Anyways, I'm at Walmart. I had to get some things. I'm in the checkout line. There's a woman in front of me and there's a dude in front of her. The dude is on the phone. Now, my man has got a brand new Xbox controller. I'm only assuming that he getting ready to go tear up the sticks when he get to the house. Well, this man is talking about how he's going to be gaming with his boys and all this fun stuff he getting ready to do for the evening. This woman, not minding her own business, like, I don't understand it. You're a grown man. Why do you still play games? This dude took his phone away from his ear, turned around, and he said, the same reason you wear makeup. It's a nice escape from reality. Oh, huh? The look on this woman's face of utter disgust. This man went right back to talking on his phone like he never said exactly what he just said.
So that was one of my favorite TikTok videos I've seen. I'm gonna try to do that every episode. So he's very funny, hilarious. Make sure y'all go check him out. So once again, thank you all for tuning in to this episode of Samecast Different Day Podcast. It means a lot if you guys go onto Spotify, Apple Podcasts, leave us those 5-star ratings, because that means so much to us and help this podcast get a higher ranking and more visibility out there. We do not have some large promotion company backing us. This is all word of mouth and to the fans and people who watch and stream this podcast. So thank y'all so much for doing that. If y'all can share and leave those 5-star reviews, that means so much to us. Don't forget to head over to cafepress.com. That's cafepress.com/Samecast Different Day Podcast for your podcast merch. And as always, you can always follow us on our social medias. Instagram is SCDD Podcast. TikTok is SCDD Podcast. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook. We can watch us live on Facebook or YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube also. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. You can find us on it's YouTube and Facebook, Samecast Different Day Podcast. So make sure y'all do that for us. And as always, I'm going to leave y'all with some deals. Make sure y'all head over to habits365.com. Use code Anthony4 to receive 20% off your purchases. And then also, if you need your energy drinks, whatever it is that you need to get on your day, to get through your day, head over to redsports.com and use code Martel1 to receive 5% off your purchase. Thank you all so much for supporting this podcast and streaming this podcast and watching whatever it is that you do or how you get this podcast. Thank you so much. And we will see you all, well, mostly me, on the next episode of Samecast Different Day Podcast. And I will see you on the next episode.